Hello everyone, welcome to Everest Technologies. So today in this video we are going to create something like this. We are going to create a simple drag and drop using vanilla JavaScript. So here, if I bring this from here to here, it's working. If I bring this from here to here, it's working. Here it's working, and here it is working. So we will be creating like this in today's project. So stay tuned for it and let's get started. In this video, we are going to learn to create a simple drag and drop in vanilla JavaScript. So it is way easier than you think. And let's get started with it. So I have index.html here, styles.css, script.js, and here I have opened my local path in my browser and it has nothing in it. And now we're going to make some changes. So in the index.html, here I'll give a div. The class name will be main container, and we'll have two more divs. And here the class name will be container. Save this. So before going to styles.css, we have to connect to that. So I have link. It's a self closing tag. And here it will be rel styles.css, styles.css. Yeah, so I'll go over here first. I'll copy this and here main container, but before that asterisk, margin 0 and padding 0, box sizing border box. Here I'll go and the display will be flex and our height will be 100 vh, width will be 100 vw. Let's save this. I'll go take container and it will be flex 1 and one height will be 100% of parent, and then let's give some border. It will be 2 pixel, solid black. In here let's give a gap of 10. Refresh this and we have 2 containers here. Okay, 10 pixels, 2 containers here. And what can we do is border radius, let's say 5 pixels. We have some radius, okay, and let's make it 10. Yes. So what we will do is we'll have some components over here and components over here. Well, what we'll do is we'll drag from here to here and here to here. So let's design our containers first. So here I'll go the padding. Let's keep the padding of 20 pixels, and it will also be a flex and flex wrap. Let's save this. And what we'll do is I'll go to index.html and here I'll create a div and it will be item. Same for here. This will also be item, and I'll connect. I'll go and style something. Item. Dot item height. Let's say it will be 200 pixels, and then width it will be a square. Border radius will be around 20 pixels, and background color, let's say be red. Refresh this. So we'll have our containers here, I think the padding is much, so let's decrease that. And yeah, so we want to specify or like which item is from which container. So for that I'll do is busy red, command X, command paste, command copy, busy blue, it will be blue. I'll go over here and item busy red, busy blue, and we have red and blue. And what we'll do is I'll copy one more again, refresh this, we have two more. Let's provide some gaps between them. Here let's see, the gap will be around, let's say 5 pixels. Refresh this, so we have some gap. Now we will just drag and drop. So for that, the first thing that I need to do is like script.js that will be connected to index.html. So what we can do is we can write at the end script, and source will be our script.js, or if you want to use this in here instead, so like you have to provide a differ. So but for now I'll be using it at the bottom of the body. And what I'll do is I'll go over here and it will be, I'll provide some IDs. So it will be container 1, copy, it will be container 2, and here the ID, it will be item 1, item 2, item 3, item 4. So now we have IDs for all of them. I'll go to script.js. The first thing what we'll do is we'll just drag from here to here, but for that we have to make the items draggable. And to make the items draggable, what we'll need to do is I'll go to script.js, and here var not, I think we can do that right in our HTML itself. In the item, if I go like draggable will be true, and copy this and paste it to the items. So refresh this, so I can see that now the items is draggable, but we have to drag this and drop inside this container, right? So for that, what we will need to do is we have to make our these containers to accept the drag. So to do that, I'll go over here and var container 1 equals to document dot get element by id container 1. I'll do the same for container 2. So container 1 dot add event listener, we have drag over, so it will take a function that will take a event, and the first thing that we'll need to do is event dot e dot prevent default. So by adding this event listener, what we are doing is we are accepting the drag. So if I do it for 2 instead, let's save this, refresh this. If I bring that to this container, we can see a plus icon in our pointer, which seems that it is accepting the drop, right? So it is not going into the place like here, but it is just dissolving to the container, but it's not being added to the list yet. So for that, what we'll need to do is we have to create another event listener, container 2 dot add event listener, and what we'll do is drop. So while we drop that, what we'll do, let's create a function, take the event, and here. So before doing anything while dropping, what we'll need to do is we have to find out which item is being dragged. So we have to find out which item is being dragged so that we can add that item to here. So for that, I'll do is var, or what can I do is we have the classes item, right? So what we'll do is I'll go over here, var items document dot get elements by class name, and it will be item. So take all of items. So it will have all of our items. If I do here console dot log items, if I save that, I'll go to my console. If I refresh that, we can see we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 items, right? So we have all the items here. So while doing that, what we can also do is we can remove this drag given true from here, and what we can do is for var I equals to 0 and I is less than items dot length and I plus plus. Here what can we do is we can do items and take the index dot draggable will be true. Let's see if it works. It is working, so it is draggable, right? Because we also have remote. If we like comment this one and refresh this, then okay, we cannot drag right now. And what can we do now will be items I dot add event listener. It will be around like drag start, and it will take a function. What we'll do is like we will e dot data transfer dot set data and item id comma e dot target dot id. What are we doing is whenever the item is dragged, so whenever the drag is started, we are adding item id data inside our data transfer object. So what will happen is whenever something is start dragging, then it will simply add this value, which can later be taken from the drop event listener. So I am doing this. And what can we do whenever we drop is first test what is being dropped. So if I console dot log, and what can we do is item id and e dot data transfer dot get data, and we will provide our key here. So I'll refresh, and if I take this, go here and drop, so item id is item 2. If I take this, go here and drop, is item 1. So now what we'll do is we will just take that item, right? So var my dropped item is document dot get elements by id e dot data transfer dot get data item id, or what can we do is got this from here and const item id, copy this and paste over here. Now what we'll do is we will do container2 dot append child our my dropped item. Refresh this, go over here, refresh out here, and like remove this, come here, drop it. Now we have our read in our second container. If we do the same, we have our read in here, right? So does it work here? No. Now what we need to do is we should also be able to drag this from here to here. Right? We cannot right now, but for that what we'll need to do is we'll need to add this thing. So in here we have container 1 also. So what can we do is I can just copy this thing, so make it container 1 so that it will accept the drop. Refresh this. Now it's accepting the drop. What I need to do will be, now I'll copy or cut this from here. I'll create a function and sorry, let's paste that and let's create a function name on drop. So copy this and I'll provide on drop here, and what I'll do is I'll just make this container 1. Save this, refresh this. Okay, it is not like refresh this properly. It is not working. So let's see what's happening here. Container 1 on drop. Okay, what we are doing is we are appending to container 2 itself here on drop. But what we need to do is we'll have to find out the container 1 or which container it is and then append that here. So for that what I'll do is just here my container will be e dot target dot id and my container dot append child. So refresh this. It's here, it's here, it's here, and here. So I can drag and drop anything anywhere now. So in this way, just by using like this simple 29 line JavaScript, what we can do is we can create a simple drag and drop application in vanilla JavaScript. So if you want to learn the same thing in React, not the same thing, but we'll do it much differently in React, then stay tuned for the next video. Until then, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.